Hello, Alamo. TF32 is here for the finale of Season 8. And then after that, we're jumping into a brand new era. Now, before we get into this video, I want to share with you guys where I've been. Well, first of all, for the last week or so, I've been dealing with the finals going on. I have one final exam on Wednesday. I would really like for this to be posted on Sunday, which is when this is being filmed. No reason why that shouldn't be the case. And also, I've been dealing with some personal problems, stuff going on in my family. There's a point in which I lost sleep. And I've also been stressing about a trip coming up, which I am going to share in an upcoming video if I didn't share it already. If I did share it already, you're not going to see it. But as it stands right now, we have a score of about 138,400, which means we can end this season as early as the second guess. Of course, we're on a hyper-degenerated world. 4 minutes per round, 5 spawns, and 5 guesses. Alright, this is Ireland because we have these yellow dashes on the side. Very simple meta to catch on to. A very big thing when you're on a very significant road and you're trying to differentiate between Ireland and the UK. You also have these white rear plates. In the UK, they would be yellow and white in the front. For any newcomers, Ireland's a pretty small country, so we should do very well. And this truck right here says carry. I see IE just barely on that sticker. We have a sign right here. Shannon Estuary Way. Hey, I'm familiar with Shannon because we had this in a previous game. Now, if I remember, Shannon was a very small town, and I was unsure if that was the Shannon that I was familiar with, and it turned out it was. Unfortunately, it's so small that I forget exactly where it is, so I'm going to have to search around for it. But I'm not seeing it. Let's get more clues. Oh, we got a bigger sign right here. We got some distances. N69. Let's look at the N69. And with the N69, we should come across Listowel. We got that right there. That's 36 away. And we have Trolley. Where's Trolley? Okay, it's further down. Trolley is 62 away. And Tarbert is right there. Oh, is this an island? Oh, I guess it is. There's a river. So Tarbert is there, and Log Hill. So Log Hill, Log Hill. Okay, ferry. So we're going to be up here somewhere. Where is Log Hill? Unless we're over here. 35 seconds remaining. And also, this road right now, we're facing sort of west. Log Hill's gotta be like here, right? It was all the way over here. Okay. Still 10 miles away. You know, that's my bad. I should have looked for the N69. That seems like a rookie mistake, honestly. Go down the N69. Sometimes I take the directions literally, and that throws me off. I'm just wondering why I'm not finding the city I'm looking for. But 10 miles away, 4946, it's a cracking score. Alright, is this Monaco? Without even moving. I mean, I am. This looks like Monaco. This looks like an area that I'm not familiar with in Monaco. Fortunately, Monaco is a very small country, and I can get a ton of points. So, without further ado, let's get into Monaco and look for that. And also, Les Oranges. You know, I wonder if we're sort of on this road here. I don't think we're towards the Fairmont Hairpin, but we could be somewhere up here. Nah, we can't be. It bends too much. I sometimes forget Monaco extends all the way over here, but I don't think we're there. Alright, so let's go back to the scrimmage line. Reset. If you press N, you can get the direction. I don't think we're up here because it doesn't quite align all that well. And so, what do we have going on over here? Can't read that. La Anaconda. And Monaco is very forgiving, given that the roads are really close together. Bossio. That could be a region, and I just might not be familiar with it. Let's go up here. I think we got some signs right here. Monte Carlo. Okay. I think that narrows it down a little bit, so we would have to be somewhere nearby to there. Because it says Monte Carlo is this way. Center. Decoordination. Set a checkpoint there. Return to scrimmage line very quickly. And I want to try and align this. What kind of road do we have? Monaco Digital. I'll guess there. Man, we were all the way up there. But that's how forgiving Monaco is. We can be so far away as far as Monaco is concerned, and we can still get a score within under a mile. So 4997, just over 1,000 yards away. Really helps to have locations like Monaco. And we have not left Europe, not in the least. In fact, I think this is the UK. However, I'm not sure if this is Northern Ireland or Great Britain. We have an A route, Aylesbury, A413. So, I mean, if we could find A413, we will be living life. I do remember hearing A432 was somewhere in the main Britain Islands, so we shouldn't be too far away from that, because 413 is very close. The only reason I know that, by the way, is because I'm big on my music frequencies. My band members can tell you all about it. So I wonder if this is Wales, because we have these routes. We zoom in a little further, we have even more of them. We got A417, A4103, A419. We're looking for A413. And once we find that, we should be cooking, and we got it. Wendover is only 9 away, so we are very close to Wendover. And Aylesbury is in that direction, but Great Missenden looks to be there. What direction are we facing? So when we get on that road, we're going to be facing sort of north-northeast. And does this brings us towards A413. Very important to tell that we're not getting on the 413 if we go that way. Little Mishenden. No, hold on. Great Mishenden. I need to make sure I don't get lost here. Great Mishenden. And Wendover. We're going to be much further down, actually. We're going to be probably around here, because that's just around the direction we're facing. 4978. Okay, you know what? I'm going to take these locations as they come. I will welcome these. And I don't think we've left the UK at all. Never mind, I think we have. Because we got French. Bourg Center. Well, surely this isn't Luxembourg, right? I mean, it's very hilly, to be fair. But this road looks more French than Luxembourgish. We've been very lucky so far with the spawns. Quitte the group. My apologies for butchering my French. I have not studied French, and it's never been something I've been keen to study, personally. I did study Spanish back in high school, and I touched upon Italian briefly when I went to Italy 8 years ago. So knowing that, I can make an educated guess on some French here and there. Saint Gervais, D162, we have a useless route number. Very useless route number. Looks like our biggest place is Bedariu. Bedariu. No idea where this is. We got the French colors. I mean, thanks but no thanks. We know already that it's France. Also, could this dare be Corsica? It isn't Reunion because I did check. I mean, I should have checked the sun. Centre de Secours. Not getting anything of use. Nerat-Souveb. I'm going to go over to Corsica very quickly, see if there's any areas. And, like, all this stuff is more Italian sounding, because Corsican language is more or less like a hybrid between Italian and French. It's not an accurate description, but it sort of gets the gist of what it is. You get some French-sounding stuff in there, you get some Italian-sounding stuff, but I don't think we're going to find any clues, so I pressed the guess. And this is where we were. And I was not going to find it. So I take those. 126 miles away, so not too bad. But are we still on 24K pace? We are, just barely. And it looks like, well, we have a rift in the sky. Is this Montenegro? I think it is. And this might be a Montenegrin sign up there, which hopefully has some information. Jabliak. We have another sign right up there that's better quality. Jabliak. Dobro Doshli. Well, Montenegro usually is very big points. Mojkovac was the last place that we had when we had this in one of our videos. I do sometimes like to play this off camera. And I have gotten 24K quite a few times, but it's always so nice when I can get it on camera for you guys to see. So, also look at the direction we're going. We're going directly north in this particular case. Jabliak is what we would be looking for. That's if we go directly north, and there's Jabliak. I don't know what direction, how far away Jabliak is, though. And we have Savincook. Savincook Ski Center. That's if we go there. So we're probably on the P5. And also, we go left right here. The angle looks like that. I think we're in a very good position right now to score big. And we get a 5K. Let's go. And we got our goal of getting a 24K. We closed this season in absolute style. Although it was an all-European tour, and some of the rounds were extremely easy. There was a hiccup in Ireland. I mean, you could call it a hiccup in England, but, I mean, my worst guess was France. So we close out Season 8 with a score of 24278. I didn't say it earlier because I was so focused on getting a 24K. But Season 8 is officially over. We will continue on to Season 9, and here are the prefaces for Season 9. For the most part, Season 9 is going to be released while I'm away with Salem 248. And I'm going to try and get all the recording done for Season 9 right before our trip. So, yeah. It's one thing to get 24K and have easy rounds. It's another thing to do it in absolute style. And I think we sort of had a mix of both in this game. Guys, if you enjoyed this season and you hope to see any more, be sure to leave a like in this video. And you haven't subscribed yet, what the hell are you doing? Press that button, because it helps me out. And I will see you on Patreon and on YouTube for Season 9. Take care.